The moment I walked into that club in this red dress, I felt eyes burning into me, but I never thought one pair belonged to the guy from apartment 3B, the one who'd been silently watching me for months. Let's be real, it wasn't my finest hour, standing in front of the mirror that night, yanking at the straps of a red dress that showed off curves I'd hidden for years. The woman staring back wasn't Sarah Miller, the marketing manager drowning in deadlines and insecurities. She wasn't Tom's tired wife, the one he nagged about laundry while ignoring how her shoulders slumped a little more each day. No, this woman looked bold, reckless even, and I wasn't sure if I admired her or hated her for making me do this. Jesus, Sarah, what are you trying to prove? Tom's voice sliced through my thoughts, sharp as broken glass. He stood in the doorway, tie loose but still strangling his neck, like even off duty he couldn't relax. His eyes raked over me, a mix of irritation and something colder, like he didn't recognize me either. I'm going out, I said, smooth, running my fingers over the hem of the dress, pretending not to see his jaw tighten. He scoffed. You're practically begging for attention. It stung, but I wouldn't let him see it. Maybe I am, I shot back, words sharper than I meant. His laugh was cold, humorless. Don't come crying when you don't like the kind of attention you get. I stared at him, half hoping he'd take it back, half hoping for anything that wasn't a slap in the face. But he just turned and walked out, leaving me with the ghost of his disapproval hanging heavy in the air. Truth was, I hadn't planned this. I wasn't the type for short dresses, overpriced drinks, or strangers' eyes lingering too long. But I was tired, bone deep, soul-crushingly tired of my job, my marriage, waking up to beige walls and conversations that felt like obligations, not connections. So when Jessica from work invited me to some trendy club downtown for girls' night, I said yes before I could talk myself out of it. My closet was a wasteland of sensible blouses and mom jeans. I drove straight to a boutique and grabbed the first dress that made me feel visible. Pulling up to the club, nerves buzzed like live wires. Packed parking lot, neon lights spilling out, line of people, young, carefree, everything I wasn't. Rearview mirror almost turned around, but then Tom's sneer flashed in my mind, the way he dismissed me like a nagging shadow. Screw it. Bass thumped so hard I felt it in my chest. Air thick with perfume, sweat, and the faint sting of spilled vodka. Jessica and the others were already there, laughing, leaning into each other like we weren't all old enough to know better. Sarah, you made it! Jessica's voice was already too loud, cheeks flushed from some fruity drink. She pulled me into the circle, shoved a drink in my hand, and for a moment I sank into the noise, the laughter, the chaos. Felt good, better than expected. Men were looking, really looking, and for the first time in years, I didn't shrink. I danced, laughed, drank too much, and then I saw him. At first, thought I was imagining it, the way he leaned against the bar, one hand on his drink, other tucked in his jeans pocket. Jake. My neighbor, the guy from 3B, moved in after Tom and I sold the house. Didn't know much about him, graphic designer, always music playing, nodded hello in the hall. But tonight, not just friendly neighbor, eyes on me, dark, focused, and when we met, he didn't look away. Strange pull, electric, unnerving. Alcohol, music, or the slow, knowing smile curving his lips. Suddenly, couldn't breathe. Sarah, you okay? Jessica's voice cut through haze, but I couldn't answer. Jake started walking toward me and I couldn't look away. Air inside, intoxicating, heavy with perfume, alcohol, something primal. Not used to this. Flashing lights, bodies moving, energy alive, buzzing in veins. Overwhelming but thrilling. First time in forever, not thinking about deadlines or Tom's tired sighs or the ache in my chest. Come on, Sarah, loosen up, Jessica yelled over music, pulling me to bar. 2 drinks in, blonde curls bouncing as she laughed with bartender. I ordered something fruity, bright. Not my usual, but tonight wasn't about usual. Forgetting, pretending I was someone else, someone who didn't care about consequences. Jessica handed me drink, eyes scanning room like a hawk. See anyone you like? She teased, leaning close. I laughed, shaking head. Didn't come here for that. Oh, please, she rolled eyes. Men looking at you like your Thanksgiving dinner, and in that dress, girl, you're killing it. Smiled, embarrassed, flattered. She wasn't wrong. Could feel stares, heads turning as I moved through crowd. Attention I hadn't felt in years. Part of me wanted to shrink. Bigger parts soaked it in. We hit dance floor, and before I knew it, I was moving. Music loud, fast, bass pounding with heartbeat. Jessica and others cheering barely noticed them. Lost in rhythm, dress clinging to body, feeling alive for first time in so long. Then, prickling sensation, someone watching. Thought I was imagining, but turned, eyes met his. Jake. Leaning against bar, drink in hand, dark hair slightly tousled, like just rolled out of bed. Black button-up, sleeves rolled to elbows, showing forearms I shouldn't be noticing, but couldn't help it. Jake, my neighbor, quiet guy from 3B. Hallway nods, weather small talk. Graphic designer, worked from home, endless vinyl records. But right now, not just nice neighbor with good music. Right now, watching me like he'd been waiting for me. Froze, mid-dance. He didn't look away, didn't flinch when eyes locked. Instead, raised glass slightly, small smirk playing on lips, confident, almost cocky, but not overbearing. Smile that said he knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew I knew it too. Sarah? Jessica nudged me, voice cutting through haze. Yeah, you okay? Yeah, I said quickly, turning back to her. I'm fine. But I wasn't. Pulse racing, skin hot, couldn't shake feeling of his eyes on me. Next hour, tried to lose myself in music again, impossible. Every time glanced at bar, Jake was there watching. Not creepy stare, focused, deliberate, like figuring me out. Worst part? Didn't hate it. Point. He disappeared, let out breath didn't realize holding. Then, like on cue, appeared on dance floor, weaving through crowd close enough to feel heat radiating off him. Sarah, he said, voice low, smooth, too familiar for someone barely knew, turned, startled. Jake, I said. Didn't think I'd see you here, he said, lips curving into that smirk. Could say same thing, I replied, voice defensive. He chuckled, leaning in, hear him over music. Don't usually come to places like this. But guess tonight's full of surprises. Swallowed hard, mind racing. Coincidence? Or... You look amazing, by the way, he said, cutting off thoughts. Cheeks flushed. Thanks. He didn't say more, just stood there, eyes holding mine, impossible to look away. Air charged, live wire sparking unspoken words. I started, but Jessica grabbed my arm. Come on, another round, she shouted, dragging me to bar. Glanced back, Jake didn't follow. Just stood there, watching me go, smirk lingering like a promise. By time got drinks, feeling alcohol. Head buzzing, body loose, warm, inhibition slipping away fast. Jessica flirting with bartender, others scattered, leaving me alone for first time all night. Sipped drink, letting eyes wander, then saw him. Him again. Closer this time, leaning against pillar, few feet away, not hiding now, staring openly, unapologetically, and when eyes met, started walking toward me. Heart leapt into throat. Should have turned away, gone back to friends, but couldn't. Rooted to spot, watching him close distance like all time in world. Stopped in front of me, could feel heat. Taller than remembered, presence overwhelming. You okay? He asked, voice softer now, still confident. Yeah, I said, wasn't sure true. He tilted head, studying me. You sure? Looked like you needed air. Hesitated, maybe. He smiled. Moment, forgot how to breathe. Come on, he said, nodding toward exit. Let's get out of here. Cold air hit like slap. Stepped outside. Music thumped faintly, muffled by glass doors. Sidewalk alive with people, friends laughing, strangers smoking, couples pressed close. But here, next to Jake, felt like own bubble. Chaos muted, distant. Crossed arms, hyper-aware of red dress. Jake shrugged off leather jacket, draped it over shoulders. Scent clung to fabric, clean, woodsy, hint of something darker. Thanks, I murmured, pulling it tight. Didn't look like you were having fun in there, he said, leaning against wall, hands in pockets. Glanced at him, unsure how to answer. It's not really my scene, I admitted. Could have fooled me, he said, lips quirking into smirk. Looked like you belonged out there, dancing like you owned the place. Nervous laugh, shaking head. Think you're giving me too much credit. Am I? He stepped closer, tilt head look up, eyes searched mine, moment thought he'd say more, shatter fragile balance. But door burst open, drunk 20-something spilled out, laughing, shouting, moment broke, stepped back, needing space. Jake, I said, voice steadier than expected. What are you doing here, at the club I mean? Expression didn't change, flicker hesitation, maybe question caught him off guard. Could ask you same thing, he said, deflecting, raised eyebrow, crossing arms again. Don't usually see you places like this. You don't seem the type. And what type is that? He asked, tone teasing, gaze sharp. You know, I said, gesturing vaguely toward club. Loud music, overpriced drinks, strangers grinding. He laughed, low, rich, laugh felt meant just for me. You've got me figured out, huh? Shrugged, small smile tugging lips. Something like that. Could say same about you, he said, voice dropping. Don't strike me as someone ends up in a place like this unless she's trying to get away from something. Words hit harder than should, cutting through alcohol haze, landing square in chest. He wasn't wrong. Hearing it from him felt too real. Looked away, crack in pavement, not his face. Maybe I am. Before respond, shout broke tension. Hey, you good over there? Turned, man stumbling toward us, shirt untucked, grin sloppy, wide, drunk, eyes flicked between me and Jake. Lazy curiosity made skin crawl. We're fine, Jake said, voice calm, firm. Man didn't care, staggered closer, attention zeroing in on me. Damn, you're gorgeous, he slurred, grin widening. You here alone? Stepped back, pulling Jake's jacket tighter. I'm not interested. Aw, come on, man said, tone whiny. Don't be like that. Let me buy you a drink. She said no, Jake said, stepping between us. Posture relaxed, edge to voice, warning impossible ignore. Man blinked, swaying, looked up at Jake. Moment, seemed back off, then grin turned sneer. What you think you're her boyfriend or something? Jake didn't respond. Look he gave guy made even me shiver. Not angry, aggressive, quiet, measured, like 2 steps ahead. Walk away, Jake said, voice low, steady. Man hesitated, bravado faltering under Jake's gaze. Few tense seconds, muttered something, stumbled off, disappeared crowd. You didn't have to do that, I said, man gone. Jake turned back, expression softening. Yeah, I did. Didn't know how to respond, so didn't. Looked down at hands, chipped nail polish, suddenly glaringly out of place against red dress. Are you okay? He asked, voice gentler. Yeah, I said, too quickly, too defensive. He tilted head, studying me again, like inside club. You don't have to lie, you know. I'm not lying, I said, words hollow. He didn't push, silence heavy, filled with things I didn't want to admit. Come on, he said finally, nodding toward street. Let me drive you home. Hesitated, instincts warring with exhaustion. Part of me wanted no, insist could take care of myself. Other part tired, vulnerable, too raw to fight. Okay, I said quietly. Car parked blocks away, walk quiet. Air thick, unspoken tension. Could feel his presence, steady, solid, made me feel safer than long time. Reached car, open door, no word. Slid into passenger seat, leather cool against legs, watched him round hood, climb in. Neither spoke, started engine, pulled out. Silence uncomfortable, not easy. Loaded, charged, like waiting something happen. Afraid. Make first move. You don't have to do this, I said, breaking silence. Do what? Drive you home? Be nice to you? Glanced at me, brow furrowing. Why wouldn't I? Didn't have answer. Looked out window instead. City lights blur past. Pulled into driveway, tension in car unbearable. Reached for door handle, desperate escape, voice stopped me. Sarah. Turned, hand hovering handle. He hesitated, fingers drumming steering wheel. I meant what I said earlier, you look amazing tonight. Sincerity in voice caught me off guard, moment could only stare. Thanks, I said finally whisper. He nodded, gaze lingering, moment longer looked away. Good night. Good night, I said, slipping out, cold night air. Walked to front door, heart pounding, couldn't shake feeling night wasn't over. Closed door, leaned against it, shaky breath. Silence of house jarring after club noise, chaos, not comforting, silence pressed down, magnified every doubt. Thought tried suppress. Kicked off heels, clatter floor, pulled Jake's jacket tighter, should have handed it back. Something about it made me feel anchored, like presence still with me. Kitchen, poured water, stood staring nothing. Reflection in window, woman red dress, hair mussed, lips crimson. Different, alive, maybe desperate, wasn't sure which, didn't matter. Soft knock door, snapped thoughts. Thought imagined, came again, firmer. Heart leapt, made way to door, step heavier than last. Opened, Jake standing there. Forget something? I asked, voice steady, eyes flicked down to jacket, smiled faintly. Not exactly. Stepped closer, tilt head look at him, gaze dark, intense, shiver down spine. Wasn't sure I should come back, he admitted, voice low, but couldn't stop thinking about you. Air charged again, like outside club. Only now, nothing break tension. No strangers, music, just us, quiet, dimly lit entryway. You shouldn't be here, I said. Words lacked conviction. Do you want me to leave? He asked, softer, whisper. Should have said yes. Closed door, gone bed, pretended night never happened. Instead stepped back, silently inviting him in. Hesitated moment, followed me inside. Closing door behind him. Sound lock clicking place louder than should, echoing stillness house. Led living room, bare feet sinking plush carpet. Neither spoke, sat couch, pulled jacket off, folded beside me. Jake remained standing, hands in pockets, eyes never leaving mine. Way he looked, like saw everything tried hide, every crack facade. You don't have to do this, he said, breaking silence. Frowned, confused. Do what? Whatever it is you think I want from you. Words caught me off guard. Moment didn't know how to respond. Realized something. Not offering out. Challenging me, daring me make choice. I don't know what I'm doing, I admitted, whisper. He smiled softly, eyes warming. Makes two of us. Sat beside me, close enough feel heat, not invasive. Silence stretched, heavy, couldn't stand it. Why did you come back? I asked, turning to face him. Gaze dropped to lips, met eyes again. Because I couldn't walk away, not from you. Honesty disarming, defenses crumbling faster could rebuild. Jake, I started, before finish, leaned in. Not sudden, aggressive, slow, deliberate, giving every chance stop him. Didn't. Lips met mine, world tilted. Kiss, soft, tentative, quickly deepened, hand-cupping face pulled me closer. Don't remember how happened. Couch to straddling lap, hands gripping waist, like disappear if let go. Fingers tangled in hair, groan softly against lips. Jolt electricity. Intoxicating, way touched me, made me feel like only thing mattered. First time years. Felt wanted. Not tolerated. Endured. Wanted. Are you sure? He murmured against skin, lips trailing neck. Yes, I whispered, breathless. Hand slid beneath dress, touch firm, careful, savoring every inch, skin on fire, nerve ending, sparking life. Pulled back to look at me, eyes filled, something couldn't name. Desire, yes, something softer. Ache heart wasn't prepared for. You're beautiful, he said, voice rough. Opened mouth respond, words caught throat. Leaned in, capturing lips once more. Didn't make bedroom, couch floor, gave up holding back. Movements frantic, desperate. Shirt first go, dress followed, pooling crimson around feet. Bare skin against mine overwhelming, every touch igniting something dormant. Over, lay tangled rug, breathing heavy, uneven. Stared ceiling, mind racing, thousand thoughts, none could hold more than second. Beside me, Jake shifted, propped elbow, looked down at me, fingers brushed hair face, touch feather light. You okay? He asked softly. Nodded, truth didn't know. Whatever this was, changed something, no going back. Woke sound phone buzzing coffee table, body heavy, pleasant ache, muscles. Slowly opened eyes, moment, didn't remember where, why throw blanket couch draped loosely, then hit me. Jake. Club. Kiss, spiraled into more. Glance left, expecting see him asleep beside me. Space empty. Air faint sent him, warm, woodsy. Spotted leather jacket, folded couch arm. Sitting up, pulled blanket tighter, mind racing. Logical part screamed mistake, part desperately lonely, starved attention. Felt dangerously close satisfaction. Phone buzzed again, yanking thoughts. Grabbed it, heart sinking, saw Tom's name screen. Second. Debated voicemail, longer stared screen, not guilt-twisting stomach. Swiped answer. Hello, I said, voice hoarse, lack sleep, other things. You finally decided to answer, Tom said, tone sharp. Where the hell were you last night? Question hit like slap. What do you mean? Don't play dumb, Sarah. Called 3 times you didn't answer. Out with Jessica, I said quickly, lies slipping out. Guess didn't hear phone over music. Pause, moment thought by it, then laughed. Low, bitter sound, chill down spine. Jessica, he repeated, sarcasm dripping. Right. And suppose Jessica had a man over while her husband was working late. Blood turned ice. What are you talking about? I asked, voice trembling, trying to sound calm. Don't lie to me, Sarah, he snapped. I saw everything. Cameras don't lie. Words freight train, forgotten security cameras, forgotten Tom insisted on installing sighting safety. Chest tightened, panic clawing mind. Tom, I can explain. Don't bother, he cut off. You think I'm stupid? Wouldn't notice sneaking around behind back like horny teenager? Threw on some dress, let first guy gives you attention. Venom in voice, unlike anything heard before. Tom, no stranger anger. This different. Not frustration, disappointment, rage, pure, unfiltered. You don't understand, I tried again, words hollow. Oh, I understand perfectly. He spat. You've been unhappy years, instead talking like adult. Throw on dress, let some guy in our living room. Tears stung eyes, refuse, let them fall. It's not like that, I said, voice cracking. Then what is it like, Sarah? Enlighten me, he said coldly. Couldn't answer. Didn't have words explain how, why, all knew, drowning Jake first person throw lifeline. Silence other end line, heavy, suffocating. Finally, Tom spoke again, tone eerily calm. Not doing this over phone, he said. I'll be home hour. Be ready. Line dead, staring screen stunned silence. House felt quiet, waited him come home. Showered, scrubbing, skin raw, erase evidence. Change simple sweater, jeans, trying look unassuming. Nothing softened tension. Tom walked through door, expression unreadable. Set briefcase stairs, loosened tie, movement slow, deliberate. Tom, I started, held up, hand silenced me. Sit, he said, nodding couch. Obeyed, hands clasped lap. Stood over me, eyes cold, unyielding. Do you even realize what you've done? He asked. Voice low, steady, swallowed hard. Wasn't planned. Didn't mean happen, but you let it happen, he interrupted. I was lonely, I admitted, whisper. Felt invisible, like didn't matter anymore. Laugh sharp, humorless. So what? Thought neighbors solve problems? No. Do you even know what this could cost us? He demanded, voice rising. What if someone else finds out? What if gets out work, my career, my reputation, everything I've worked for ruined because you couldn't keep legs closed? Words cut deep, didn't have strength fight back. I'm sorry, I said, voice breaking. Sorry doesn't fix this, Sarah, he snapped. Sorry doesn't undo what you've done. Paced room, hand hair, tried rain anger, stopped, turned, look sent chill spine. This what's going happen, he said, tone cold, calculated. You're going end whatever hell this is with him. You're going block his number, avoid him like plague, pretend he doesn't exist. Do you understand me? Nodded, throat tight speak. And if you don't, he continued, I'll make sure he regrets ever laying hand on you. And you can kiss this house, your job, whatever little shred dignity you have left goodbye. Threat hung air, heavy, suffocating. Wanted argue, push back, look eyes told me worse. I understand, I said quietly, words ash mouth. Good, he said, voice clipped. Because if you screw this up again, I swear to God, Sarah, you'll wish you hadn't. Grabbed a briefcase, headed upstairs, leaving me alone silence. Sat long time, staring empty space where he'd been. Wait words pressed down, suffocating, inescapable. Should have felt relieved, hadn't kicked me out. Giving chance fix things, all felt emptiness. Hollow ache gnawed insides. Refused let go. Deep down, knew wasn't over. Not with Jake, not with Tom, not with me. Days followed felt like quicksand. Every moment heavy, deliberate, suffocating. Even breathing too loudly set Tom off again. Barely spoke unless necessary. Words sharp-edged, clipped. Tension unbearable but stayed, honestly, didn't know else do. Deleted Jake's number morning after Tom's ultimatum. Avoided hallway windows, sound footsteps corridor. Terrified even glance Jake's direction ignite powder keg marriage. Wasn't simple pretending didn't exist. Jake been escape. Proof wasn't invisible. Silence between louder than anything Tom could throw at me. Hadn't seen him since night, until today. Parking lot, juggling work bag, grocery bag, saw him leaning against car. Phone, voice slow, casual, moment spotted me, words faltered. Yeah, I'll call you back, he muttered, slipping phone pocket. Froze, keys halfway car door, pulse racing. Jake started walking toward me. Sarah, he said softly, tone cautious, testing waters. Glanced around, half expecting Tom storming out nowhere, lot quiet, distant traffic. What are you doing here? I asked, voice sharper. I live here, he said. Faint smirk, didn't reach eyes. You've been avoiding me. Because have to, I said, lowering voice. Tom knows about us. Expression darkened, step closer. What do you mean he knows? He saw security footage, I admitted, glancing hands. He knows everything. Jake swore under breath, raking hand hair. Did he hurt you? No, I said quickly, memory Tom's cold fury still chill spine, but threatened ruin both us if didn't cut you off. Jake's jaw tightened, hands clenching fist sides. And you're just going let him control you like that? What choice do I have? I asked, voice cracking. He's my husband, Jake. He's got leverage. I can't fight against. Jake didn't respond immediately, studied me, eyes searching something wasn't sure could give him. Finally, heavy sigh. This isn't over, he said, tone quiet, firm. Yes, it is, I whispered, words hollow. He didn't argue, look eyes told me didn't believe me. Night, stayed awake long after Tom bed. Staring ceiling, replaying conversation Jake. Wanted believe over, close chapter, move on. Ached chest told different story. Phone buzzed, nightstand, grabbed instinctively, heart leaping, saw message. Ethan. I need to talk to you. It's important. Hesitated, fingers hovering screen. Should have ignored, deleted anything but open Pandora's box again. Instead, typed 2 words. Me neither now? Reply came immediately. Ethan. Tomorrow. Meet me park at 7, please. Didn't respond. Didn't delete message either. Next evening, told Tom running errands after work. Barely looked up from laptop, muttering dinner fridge, left before asked questions. Park quiet, sun sinking low, casting everything warm golden light. Spotted Jake sitting bench near fountain, shoulders tense, staring water, saw me, stood, expression softening, relief, hesitation. Sarah, you came, he said, voice weight, stomach twist. Can't stay long, I said, crossing arms. He nodded, gesturing sit. Won't take up much time. Hesitated, sitting beside him, careful distance. What's so important? I asked, tone clipped. Jake didn't answer right away, pulled something pocket, manila envelope, handed it. What is this? I asked, frowning. Just open it, he said quietly. Did, hands trembling, pulled out stack photos. Heart dropped, realized what looking at. Pictures Tom sitting across woman cafe, hand resting hers, faces inches apart. What? I breathed, flipping images. More, Tom leaving cafe woman, getting car together, hand lower back. Didn't want believe it, Jake said, voice low. But I've seen them together more than once. Thought you should know. Mind reeled, photos blurring hands, 1,000 questions fighting dominance. How long? Who? Did Tom love her? Why cold? Distant. I'm sorry, Jake said, voice pulling me present. I know this isn't what you wanted here, but you deserve truth. Stared photos eternity, shoving back envelope, hand shaking, heart pounding, might burst. And why are you doing this? I asked, voice trembling. Because I care about you, he said simply. Left park, no word. Envelope clutched hands. Got home, Tom kitchen, pouring wine, looked up, walked in, eyes narrowing, taking expression. Everything okay? He asked, tone suspicion. Set envelope counter, hands trembling. You tell me. Eyes flicked envelope, jaw tightening, realized what was. Sarah, I can explain. No, I said, voice steady. You can't. First time years, saw fear Tom's eyes, gave strength didn't know had. This marriage is over, I said quietly, turning, walking away before say word. Sat alone, quiet bedroom, wait everything crashed down. Marriage lie, life shambles, no idea what came next. First time years felt something hadn't felt long time. Hope. Didn't sleep night. House heavier than ever, silence oppressive, like holding breath. Tom hadn't followed upstairs after told him over. Didn't know where, kitchen nursing wine, stormed out night. Didn't care. For once, wasn't thinking what he would do, say. Wasn't trying fix things, smooth cracks, marriage crumbling years. First time forever, thinking what I wanted. By time sunrise, made up mind. Packed bag before Tom woke. Essentials, clothes, laptop, envelope photos Jake given me. Wasn't sure where going, knew couldn't stay. Came downstairs, Tom living room, staring blankly wall. Tie undone night before, shirt wrinkled, untucked. Looked up, heard me, eyes bloodshot, rimmed exhaustion. You're really doing this? He said, voice hollow. Yes, I said simply, grip tightening bag strap. Stood, movement slow, deliberate, try and keep together. And where are you going exactly? I don't know, I admitted, but anywhere better than here. He laughed bitterly, hand disheveled hair. You think this going solve anything, leaving like this? It's not about solving anything, I said, voice firm. It's about starting over. Tom shook head, expression anger, disbelief. You're going to regret this, Sarah. You think you're free, but you're not. Not from me, not from mess you've made. Threat words hung heavy, didn't flinch. You don't control me anymore, I said quietly, turning, walking door. Didn't look back, drove away house, heart-pounding chest. Weight what I'd done, finality pressed down, wasn't suffocating weight grown used to. Something else, lighter, freedom. Didn't go far, small motel outskirts town. Place no one asked questions. Room basic, beige walls, scratchy bedspread, mine. First time years felt like could breathe. Spent next day's haze, piecing together life looked like now. Filed separation, contacted lawyer, started looking apartments. Overwhelming, terrifying, exhilarating. Then Ethan. Texted day after left, Tom, one word. Okay? Stared message long time, fingers hovering keyboard. Didn't know what say, if even should. Been catalyst, spark lit fire didn't know had, wasn't answer. Still, couldn't ignore him, not completely. Me, I'm fine, figuring things out. Reply came quickly. Ethan, if you need anything, I'm here. Didn't respond after. Knowing he was there, knowing someone cared meant more wanted admit. Week later, found myself back park where last met. Wasn't sure why I went. Maybe hoping closure, maybe just wanted feel sunface after days hiding. Surprise, Jake there. Sitting same bench, sketchpad lap, pencil hand. Looked up, saw me, eyes widening slightly, small smile, curved lips. Sarah, he said, setting sketchpad aside, approached. Didn't think I'd see you here. Didn't think I'd come back, I admitted, sitting beside him. He didn't say anything while just sat there, fountain filling silence. Thank you, I said finally, whisper. For what? He asked, glancing me. For everything, I said. For helping me see what couldn't, for giving me push I needed. Jake nodded, gaze dropping hands. Didn't want complicate things for you, he said quietly, but couldn't just stand by, do nothing. You didn't complicate things, I said, shaking head. He made me realize I deserved more than settling for. He looked at me then, eyes filled something couldn't name. So, what now? Hesitated, question hanging air. What now? Didn't have answer. Not yet. I don't know, I admitted, but I think that's okay. Jake smiled softly, hand brushing mine, gesture comforting, not romantic. Yeah, it is. Walked away park, felt strange peace. Life still mess, no idea future held, first time years wasn't afraid. Wasn't end, beginning.